Dani recently had the chance. I know, I'm like, what's going on? I don't know what's happening, but we're gonna get through this. So Dani recently had a chance to interview the one and only Elmo, one of my favorite social media posts that I saw over the past week. Dani, so awesome. Such a cute photo. How did this come about, Dani? Like, please tell us how this happened.
Well, first of all, Chelsea, you're perfect. You're not delayed. We must be delayed because you are perfect. So it's us, not you, number one.
Wow,
Number two,
thank you.
yes, you guys are so kind to bring this up. I want to cry looking at this photo, to be completely honest. So the backstory is that Major League Baseball and Sesame Street teamed up. They recorded "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," and they have Sesame Street night across America. I know the Mets have done some things with Sesame Street already. Elmo got to go up to Citi Field and meet all the players, and so it came together like 2 weeks ago. And then a couple days before we taped, my boss from SiriusXM on MLB Network Radio asked me if I was available, and he wouldn't tell me why, and eventually revealed that they were trying to book Elmo. And so Elmo came to SiriusXM from Sesame Street and sat down with me for 20 minutes. And, a little reminder, Elmo's 3.5, and Elmo doesn't know that he's famous. And so basically we prepared a bunch of questions, and when I tell you, like, my stomach was turning knots inside and out because I couldn't believe I was sitting next to Elmo. But, like, you got to play it cool because Elmo doesn't know he is a global celebrity. And it aired last week on MLB Network Radio and then MLB Network as well. And I'm like eternally grateful. I think this was the hardest interview I've ever done in my entire life. And I wish I was being sarcastic, but I'm not. I'm being so serious because if anybody knows out there, 3.5-year-olds are sassy, very sassy. And
I have one.
Yes,
I have a 3.5-year-old right now. I know exactly what you mean.
They live up to that name, and he was so wonderful and perfect. And I truly am so grateful for the chance to do it. So thank you for sharing it here.
Nicely done.
No, I mean, the child in me was like living vicariously through you. So cool. Andy, who's the coolest or most interesting person or character that you've ever interviewed?
Well, I certainly can't top that. I've never interviewed a Muppet. I've been very fortunate to interview plenty of interesting sports figures and entertainment figures. It's so hard to narrow down. Let me tell a story that's Dani specific. Dani, did I ever tell you about when I found I know you're a big Taylor Swift fan, so that's why I'm picking this one.
Yes.
Did I ever tell you the story where I found Taylor's real guitar teacher and like her origin story? Have I ever told you this?
No.
This is a cool. So I haven't always done sports.
What?
2014 or 15, it was whenever 1989 was huge. Taylor told a story on the Tonight Show where she said, "Oh, it was this magical thing. This guy came to fix our computer when I was a little kid, and there was a guitar in the corner of our computer room, and he taught me 3 chords, and I wrote my first song, and then I was off from there." And that was a story she told. So I had an editor at the Daily News that had a good news sense, and he goes, "That's got to be bullshit. There's no way that's the real story, and you got to go to Reading, Pennsylvania, the city. She's from this Christmas tree farm around near Reading, Pennsylvania. Go there and find this guy. Find this guitar teacher, computer tech guy, and find out what the real story is." So I just had my job was to move into Reading and a Residence Inn until I found this guy, and so I'm bouncing all around town. Like, I'm talking to Taylor's babysitter. I'm talking to the guy that lived next door from the Christmas tree farm. And I'm trying to figure out who is this guy who is allegedly in this story. So this is like a Hollywood movie. Finally figured out his name's Ronnie. He runs a computer repair shop in downtown Reading, Pennsylvania. And I walk in like with sort of butterflies. Like, I don't know how I'm going to be received. And I walk in. I go, "Hi, I'm looking for Ronnie. I'm from the Daily News." And he stops me. He literally goes, "I've been waiting for this moment for years." And he's like, "I'm ready to talk." And it turned out, and he told me the whole story. And it turned out what happened was, he's like, the Swift family is full of it. I gave Taylor guitar lessons for hours a day, 3 days a week for years. and they lied about me. They cut me out of her story. So I wrote this whole thing, and it blew up. And so the guy that taught Taylor to play guitar, it was the one that came to mind for me as my story.
Oh my gosh!
Most
Did the
interesting interview.
Swifties come after you?
They did a little on Twitter and stuff, but it wasn't that bad. But then it snowballed a little. So her people sent this guy Ronnie a cease and desist, like stop talking about Swift.
No.
So then I'm all of a sudden on a Taylor Swift beat, and for the Daily News, so I'm writing these stories because Ronnie's giving me the cease and desist letter, and I'm printing it in the Daily News, and like Taylor's going after this guy. So much for gratitude, it's like all this crazy stuff. So it did get a little intense for a while, and then then it ended, and I went back to the Mets. But there you go.
It's a great story.
Thanks.
Yeah, Andy could
I
still
thought
be
you would like that
covering
one.
this to this day.
If I really never told you that?
No, you've never shared that one with me.
Oh, now you know.
That's great. That's an excellent story. Yeah.
Thank you.
Very much.
Man, I don't know how we top Elmo and Taylor Swift's guitar teacher from a Christmas tree town in Reading, Pennsylvania. Wow, incredible, guys. Okay.